Hi guys, so the other day I did a removal on the Dashing Diva nail guards and people still had a lot of questions, so I'm gonna try to answer all your questions, but I figured I'd make a video that way you guys don't have to go back and keep referencing or looking like crazy in the BST pages. So this is what I use, Dashing Diva nail guards, and they're just protective nail strips. I used to use the Dashing Diva like nail polish strips, which are really like gel strips, and they were really good. So these were fairly easy for me to start using when I started dipping. So when you open it up, well, I'll show you because I need to open this one up anyway, because I'm pretty sure that for my other one I need to like cut and make them even, and I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to open up a new one. So they come with 54, so I'll just take one. I'm going to remove this hand. On this hand I'm wearing Sparkle & Co.'s Vintage Plum and Meet Me at the Market, and I really liked these colors. I think they looked really good together, so I'm not ready to take this hand off yet, but I am ready to take this one off. Just wanted to show you the thermal changer. So this is Rocky Mountain Dip, this one. It's Rocky Mountain and it's called Low and Flow. And then this is Peppy's Shell No, and I really liked it. So this is a thermal changer. I just dipped my finger in cold water, so that's why the tip is purple like that. So, and it's really pretty. So anyway, I want to take it off because I didn't really like how these colors went together, so I don't like them. So I'm gonna take them off. So I'm gonna show you how to take off the nail guards and then also how to apply them. That way you guys have it. So I went to Sprouts today because I was running out of the lemon oil that I bought from Amazon, which is this one. I bought this one from Amazon, and it just says 100% pure essential oil, lemon, highest quality, guaranteed. I don't know how real this is. I mean, really, it's from Amazon. But because I was running out and I didn't want to order from Amazon and wait, I went to Sprouts and I bought this one, lemon tea tree oil. So tea tree is used in a lot of nail, like clear nail polishes that you can use to like strengthen and, I don't know, make your nails better, I guess, is what I've been told. So when I found the lemon tea tree oil, I figured this one would be a good one to try and remove the strips. So let's see if I was right. And it was only like $5 after taxes. I was really hoping it came with the dropper, and now I'm starting to doubt that. So it might make this a little harder. Okay, let's do this. So first, what I need to do is I get my cuticle pusher. I use this Revlon one. I have the Peppy one too, but I don't know. I'm just gonna use this one because this one's handy. So I'm gonna start by lifting all of these, and because I used the strips, it'll be a little easier. Okay, so I broke a little piece off there. Okay, see how I'm able to get underneath? And you'll see it kind of start to lift. I used gel on my nails this last time. I finally gave these Beetles a try from Amazon, and it actually turned out really good. The plus to using the UV light is that it really smooths out your mani and you don't have to buff so much. So if you like to use chunky glitters, the UV light for sure is gonna be like a good option for you, I think. So anyway, the reason why I started using the nail guards underneath my polish is because, my dip, is because acetone is really cruel to my hands. Even like now, like my cuticles, all of this right here had never been so bad. And then I started to use the acetone, and it just really made my hands worse. Not only that, but my hands afterwards, even after I was done dipping, they would look and feel ugly. So acetone is just not for me. Like all this isn't even the powder, it's the gel. So I just have to get under it. Like this mani was not ready to come off at all, but I got new colors today, and I'm positive 1000% you guys know the struggle of getting new manis or new dips in the mail. So somebody asked me on the page how long these last. The Dashing Diva nail strips have lasted me about 10 to 13 days. On the 13th day though, it was starting to lift a little, but to be honest with you, I actually prefer the 10 days because by the 10th day, I am ready for a new mani. I have over 100 colors, so I am all about how can I like how can I get the most, right? Let me move this a little closer because I don't think you could see. So yeah, by the 10th day, I'm ready for a new mani. So I'm actually pretty grateful for these because I'm not sure that I would be able to do that if I was doing acetone, because I don't think I'd be willing to soak my hands in acetone every 10 days. So a lot of people are like, well, you could do the rice method, the hot water method. And yes, it does make the water, does make the dip come off faster, but you're still soaking your hands in acetone, which is the part that I didn't really like. So you don't want to do this all the way without using lemon oil. Otherwise you can possibly rip at your nail. So the reason I only do the tips or like the tops like that is because after I go in with a lemon oil, the lemon oil just kind of soaks in and it dissolves the glue from these. So it dissolves the glue and then you don't have to tug so much at your nails. I cannot work in silence, so hopefully, I say this all the time, but hopefully they don't say anything about the music in the background. I don't think you can hear it that well anyway. Okay, so let me open this up. Here we go. As long as it's not like an open spout, I'm good. Oh, yay! Okay, that's gonna work. Do you see that? That'll work. So now what I'm gonna do is lift. Wow, that smells really good. And then I usually pour right where the cuticle pusher is. Let's go. That way, it goes as far as the cuticle pusher is going. Do you see that? And already, like, look at how much easier now, because the glue just begins to dissolve with the oil. Nice. So now that I've lifted it a little bit more, then I'll go back in and pour a little bit more. Now that it's lifted more, very nice. Okay, now I'll do this one. I have found different ways to hold it, obviously, right? Okay, get in there. And look at how long that thermal changer works for. It's pretty impressive, isn't it? Rocky Mountain had, I think they showed today that they had like a sale and they ran out like crazy. They sold out really fast, which I'm not surprised because they have really good dips. Wow, look at how fast that one came off. See, and this is glue. This isn't my nail. This is that, the gel, sorry, not glue. This is the gel, because when I put the gel coat, I cap my edges so that they don't get caught. So here we go. And now that this has some lemon oil on it too, like it's starting to go in a little smoother. Like it immediately starts eating at the glue. And then I really like how it smells also, because if you've done the acetone method, oh my gosh. Especially if you put it in hot water, whew, you need a mask or something, because the fumes that come out of that Ziploc bag when you're doing it is insane. Every time I would do that, my husband would walk by and he'd be like, that cannot be healthy for you. So luckily I found an alternative. Okay, see those the peppy ones popped off really quick. The Rocky Mountain dips, I will say that the powders went on really good, really smooth. And this is almost like a jelly color. I don't know if you can tell, but it's almost like a jelly color. And it's just super pretty. But I didn't like how it went with the shell no, Peppy's shell no. Wow, see, look at that. Look at how fast that is. Okay, let's go back to this one. This one's Nice. And we come over here. The thumb always needs, in my opinion, always needs a little bit more oil because there's just more nail, I think, and like more spaces to cover. I don't know if that made sense. Okay. So anyway, when I first started dipping, it was before the apocalypse happened. I call it the apocalypse. It was before the apocalypse happened. And you were able to get dips like nothing. Wait time was just regular shipping time, 5-7 business days. And then the apocalypse happened and everybody went batshit crazy. Sorry. Anyway, what I'm doing now is with the cuticle thing, I'm just pushing it off. So I was able to get a ton of colors in the beginning, and now I'm like, it is like, do you remember in Mean Girls where she like describes it as a jungle and everybody's like fighting? That's what it reminds me of when I see people like claiming these dips like crazy. The sad part is that a lot of them only buy them to upsell. So girls, don't be buying crazy. Don't be paying crazy dollar for these like mainline colors. They'll come back. Like everybody went crazy for Poolside Manny. Do you guys remember that from Sparkle & Co? Everybody went crazy. And then like a teaspoon or like a mini that's like this big or less, actually. Maybe it was less than this. Sold for like over $100. And then they brought it back. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine whoever bought that? For $100. And then now like everybody has it to sell. Well, for the most part, it's easier to find, I should say. And nobody wants to pay crazy prices. So my advice to you is don't spend crazy amounts on that. So now I'm just gonna get a paper towel. So that was pretty fast, right? Took me, I wanna say like less than 5 minutes to take them off. And because I use the nail guards, usually when you're about to soak again, you have to like buff and prep, right? Everybody says that. You hear that all the time. Prep, you gotta prep. But when I first started, I was like, what the heck does that even mean? What do you mean prep? So it just means file, buff, wash your hands with Dawn. And everybody's like, why Dawn? Well, I always think of those commercials with the ducks full of oil and they clean them, they wash them in Dawn soap. And it's because it removes the oil really good. So it removes the oil off of your nail beds so that it can also help prevent lifting. And then you buff to make them not so smooth. And that just helps with the whole prepping. But anyway, now you don't have to prep because with this, you don't even have to file or buff your nails very much. You just feel them. Ooh, okay. Wow. Usually with this one, I had a lot of residue left over. But now that I'm using the tea tree one, maybe it's because it's, I mean, in a way meant for nails more than just regular lemon oil, but I'm not having hardly any residue. And if you're seeing lines on my nails, like right here, for example, that is from when I used to do acetone. Because I would get so frustrated that I would just like get one of these and just like try and scrape off, because I would have to sit there for like 30 minutes soaking off, and it was just the biggest pain in the butt for me. So yeah, wow, can't believe how smooth my nails feel. And also with acetone, my nails got super flimsy, and now I feel like they're a little harder. Like I have one of my friends, one of my coworkers. Well, first of all, it was one of my coworkers who got me into dipping. But I got another coworker into it, and she was using the acetone treatment, and right now she's taking a break because her nails, when she took them off this last time, were paper thin. And I know that happens regardless because your nails need oxygen and the dipping powder prevents oxygen from getting there, but I still feel like the acetone plays a bigger role in that than we think. So now that that is basically done, do you see what the acetone did to my poor nails? Like these nails always take the longest to grow for me, but that's why like my thumb, my index, and my pinky look better because those have outgrown the acetone damage. Okay, now to put them on. because I know you guys are also curious as to how you're supposed to put them on. Let me wash my hands really quick. I'll be right back. 10 seconds. 10-second break. Okay, I'm back. So, the only thing you need to put on the nail guards are the actual nail guards themselves and a nail file. I'm using Pepe's banana files. Pretty sure that's what they're called. Because they're just the ones that have always worked really good for me. I went to go wash my hands, and my sink was full of Hot Wheels cars because my boys take a bath in my tub since it's bigger, and they like to bring their cars in. So I had to wash my hands over Hot Wheel cars. And this is also why I'm doing this so late, because that's like the only time I have to do my nails. So the only thing I'm actually gonna do before I start is push my cuticles back so that when I get the nail guards on, they just work a little better. Some of you guys have like bomb cuticles. Can you tell me your secret? Like, I don't know how you guys do it. Hey, maybe using this lemon tea tree oil stuff, it's gonna be better on my nails than just regular lemon oil. Because I read somewhere, somebody was like, you're not supposed to use lemon oil, it's gonna burn your nails. Well, I'm pretty sure it's better than acetone. But some people hate the nail guards and they prefer to do the acetone. So you do you, boo. Whatever works better. But the nail guards are definitely a lifesaver for me. They just really help. And they don't pop off. I've seen that with your guys' peel base. Sometimes when you guys use the peel base, I legit see pictures of like nails that have just like completely popped off. Like completely off, like this. Like they pop off. And that has, look at this. Look at this thermal changer. It's still, it's still changed. And I've seen that it has just like completely popped off, and I don't understand that because that has never happened with the nail guards ever. Like my nail has never popped off. It may have lifted if I hit it, or like with my car door or like something like that. But it has never just like popped off. So I don't understand how peel base works. Never used it. Okay, so let's start measuring. I think this is gonna be the best one for my thumb. And I almost wish I would have done the sparkle and co-hand on this side, just so I could have done it with my dominant, but you know, whatever. This is what we're doing. Okay, what was that sound? I'm home alone. Well, my boys are asleep, but what? I get really freaked out whenever I hear random sounds in my house. Okay, so when I'm doing this, I don't want to put it all the way up to my cuticle, just as like far up as I would dip. Does that make sense? Voila. So I haven't pressed it down yet. And this is what it looks like. What is that sound? My husband went to Baskin Robbins to get us ice cream. Because now that the boys are asleep, we can have all the fun stuff. And I asked for a pistachio milkshake. It's my favorite thing ever. If you've never had it, run to Baskin Robbins, get a pistachio milkshake, come back to the comments and say, thank you. And I'll say you're welcome. Really though, I hate those sounds. Ugh. I get goosebumps. Okay, so this is all you do. You notice how I didn't have to file my nail down? Because the nail guard basically protects your nail from having to keep on file every time. So here we go. I think I'm gonna do all of them and then go back and file. That might make this go a lot faster. Okay, now my index. if you need to file your nail and reshape, feel free to do so and then put the nail guard on. Like this one, I've been trying to do, I don't know, I'm not really good at, not really good at shaping my nails because I'm pretty sure I said this before, but I'm not a nail tech. Like this is not my full-time job. I'm a teacher, so this is just a hobby that I picked up. Speaking of teaching, my kids come back to school next week. And I'm super excited to see them, but I'm also freaking out because I don't know what to expect. If you're a teacher and you've gone back with kids already, tell me how it went because I'm still totally freaking out. Like I'm super excited to see them, but again, you can't help but worry because like you don't know what to believe anymore. Okay. Everybody's like, how does it feel? Like, what is it like? And honestly, walking my halls at school, because, you know, we've still had to go to school. We just do online teaching from our classroom. So we still go to school, but it's so eerie because we don't have any students. And so the halls are empty and hurts my heart. Okay, here we go. Ah! Got stuck to my finger. Okay, there we go. Boom. And then you just really, really press down. It's the only thing you really have to do with these when you put them on. And then go like this, side to side, to make sure the edges get in there. And sometimes you can't file like all the way over here if there's like a little bit of overlap. Super simple. You just get nail clippers and you clip that side off. Okay. That's too big, that one. The only reason nail guards wouldn't work for you is if you have like the super long nails, because these nail guards aren't very long. Like look at how short my nails are, and then I have like that much left over. So if your nails are about that long, then they'll probably work for you. But if you've got like the super long nails that I wish, but I could never, I'd like scratch a kid's eye out. So I keep my nails pretty short. But yeah, that's probably the only reason I would think nail guards might not be good for you, is if you use them on super long nails, because then it wouldn't cover your entire nail. And then that'd be pretty pointless, I think. Okay, I'll probably do that one again. I have so many swatches that I've done, like, because I've been getting packages like crazy, right? I know you have too. And I have so many swatches that I've done that I haven't put away because I'm so lazy, because I color code, or rephrase, I attempt to color code my swatches and have them match. So I'm like, oh, every time I do new swatches, I'm like, I don't want to have to go through all of those again. Take them out, put them back in. So they've just been lying here on my desk. Also, because I have two boys, my husband and them get to like play video games during our downtime, and I didn't have anything to do, so this is why I started dipping, because it gave me something to do, and I really enjoyed it, and it became a super therapeutic thing for me to do during this apocalypse. And it just helped calm my nerves down, because end of school year, like last year our kids after spring break didn't come back. We haven't seen our kids since spring break of last school year, aka March. So I haven't seen my kids since March. So anyway, stress levels through the roof. And so I needed anything that was going to help relieve my nerves. And I found dipping. And at first I wasn't all that into it. I had like 2 dips that I would just use over and over again. And then I think I went a little crazy because I have over 100 colors now. Okay, here we go. So I have them all on my nails. The middle finger one kind of went down a little bit. That's okay. All you have to do is pull it back out. Okay, let's do this. This is the super easy part. So now you file. File, file, file. I feel like I need to repeat everything because A, the teacher in me, and then B, I have 2 little boys and we turn everything into songs. Well, not we, cartoons turn everything into songs. Everything they do is a song. So I feel like I'm like, let's file, let's file, let's file. Okay, so you file the edges just like this. And you can already see it coming off. And then the bottoms, I do like this. Especially if I like the shape of my nail already and I'm not trying to mess with that. Look how easy that comes off. And then you just bloop, bloop, all done. This one, you see how it's a little bit more? So just, again, you just file it down, girl. File it down. All done with the first one. Okay, let's do the second one. I'm trying to think of what other questions I saw about this one. Oh, so people were like, do you have to do anything before you put the nail guards on? Well, you saw that I didn't. All I did literally after I took my old pair off is wash my hands. I didn't file, I didn't buff my nails, none of that. I am trying to cause the least amount of damage to my natural nails as possible. And so when I first started dipping, I would look for YouTube videos on it, and I swear I couldn't find one. Like, none. I couldn't find one. Now, I'm like, okay, I can see like here and there, but they're like professional dippers that make you feel bad about your short little stubs. And you're like, nope, not relatable at all. So that's why I wanted to do this for you guys, so that you guys could see what it looks like. I was gonna say real nails. Everybody has. Well, everybody's nails, even the professional ones, they have real nails. They're just hella good at it. Okay. And I'm still in that learning phase. Okay, I hear the door. That better be him, or I'm gonna freak out. Hi, honey. What did you get? No. But can you bring me my shake? Thank you. He's like, are you done? No, then I'll go to my room. As long as he brings my shake. Okay, done, done, done. Thank you. They didn't give you a straw? Oh, nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Be careful when you file the edges, because you don't want to burn your skin or like cut yourself. When I first started doing these, I definitely cut the edges of my nails, like right here, and oh my god, you guys, those hurt. All done. All done. See, that's it. That's all you have to do. And from this spot, from this point, you just grab your number one or your base, and you just brush it onto this, and you immediately start dipping. You don't have to put anything on before you put on your base. You don't have to do any of that. You just start dipping, just like this. Okay, I hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else I can help you with. Bye.